Hi, I'm George from Console Fitness and we're going to go through the technique for a deadlift today. I've got a kettlebell and a resistance band, but you may be using a barbell, you may be using dumbbells, you may be using more than one kettlebell. It could be that you're just lifting a stone or lifting a child, whatever it is, you need to be using this technique. So, there's a few things you need to remember. First thing, whenever you're doing any exercise, you've got to keep a neutral spine. So, as you bend over, you don't want to be curving your back at all, so keep your shoulders back. Next one, your lower back needs to remain in the neutral spine curve. You don't want to be overextending or flexing it at all as you're picking things up. You want to maintain that spine, so as you go down, your back stays straight. Next thing, you need to keep your heels, the weight through your heels. So my first movement in a deadlift, once you've got the position, your bum goes out. As soon as your bum goes out, your weight's transferred to your back, so your weight's on your heels. From there, you're going to go down with your legs, bending at your knees. Grab the weight. Could be that you're using a barbell, resistance band, kettlebell. I want you to look at the point where the wall meets the floor. That'll keep your head looking in one direction. From there you grab the weight and you're using your legs and your hips to push forward. I'll do that using the weight now. So remember, shoulders always stay back, keep your neutral spine. First movement, bum back. So you are pushing through your heels. Find that point where the floor meets the wall. You're going to go down. Once you've got the weight, you're going to use your legs and your hips to push forward. And you're going to return slowly to the start position and back up. Down. I'll do that from the side. Just to make sure, you've got to make sure that that back's staying nice and straight. You don't want to injure yourself. And I'll show you where the weight should be in position. So, you want the weight to be in between your feet, or if you're using barbell, just the centre of your feet. So you don't want the weight to be too far in front of you. If the weight's too far in front of you, you're going to be putting a lot more pressure on your back, which can lead to injuries. Make sure it's coming up as close to your shins as possible. You bring it up as close to your body as you can. So pull out, weight on the heels, you're going to drop down, find that point where you're looking, where the wall meets to the floor, and then you're going to push forward with your hips. Back down, push forward with your hips, and down. Okay, that's how you use a kettlebell for that exercise. Remember, when you're picking anything up, make sure you've got a neutral spine and you use your legs. So with this resistance band, you can get different levels of resistance. Just lay it flat on the floor. Make sure your feet are between hip and shoulder width. You're just going to stand on that resistance band. That'll keep it in place. Exactly the same. Bum goes out, weight goes on your heels. You're then going to keep a neutral spine, keep your shoulders back. You're going to use your legs and your hips to push up. So you're going to go down, grip the resistance band, find that point where the floor meets the wall, and then extend through your hips. Straighten your legs through your hips. So that's your deadlift.